Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. In between episodes, I have done the buffs that I said I was going to do with Halsin, and I noticed that we have an item in our inventory that I think was waiting to potentially go into this guy's inventory. So let's have a look at this here. I just want to see how this goes, because this one is a performance check weapon. Yeah, okay, it's not going to go into his inventory because he has a much better weapon. Okay, cool. We now understand that, so we'll send that to camp. I'm also going to send that to camp while we're here. We probably need to do a magical weapons check at some point, but we'll do that when we think we're actually going to enter into a combat. So far, we've not really been entering into any like major combats. I know we had the Harper one, but let's be realistic. That was 3-4 enemies, and they died before they even got to attack, I think, or mostly. And then we had the Pirate Cove one where it was a pretty big combat, but like it didn't really need an awful lot from us. I'm kind of thinking like advancing into the game, there's going to be things that will require us to like actually be buffed and things, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, it's time for us to leave here, and I believe it's time for us to finally move our way towards Baldur's Gate. Oh. It's not our guys talking, it's all the people in the street talking. Right. Let's do a save. We've done a quest check. I'm just doing a quick scan just to remind myself. That's fine. I don't think there's anything that we need to do. Okay. In which case, we are simply walking into Baldur's Gate. Past these guys, who we haven't spoken to yet. Let's speak to this guy first. Hello.
Worms rocks off limits. You got a problem? See Ellen there.
Ellen. So you. I'm going to speak to you instead then.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
Okay. Hey, Ellen, what's up?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not closed to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
Okay. Well, investigator Valeria needs me in the lower city. A serial killer's on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Ah, Jaheira approved, apparently, of that. Approved of me just literally telling the truth. The way to get in was just to say, yeah, I need to get in for this reason, and then she was like, oh, alright then. Are we just walking straight in here? Cool. Now, can
Halt. We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
A pleasure to meet you. Could we talk face to face?
Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Which is where?
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Make your way to the audience chamber.
But like, where is that? Confront Lord Gortash, enter the audience hall. Alright, well this is gonna be a really, really bad idea. Like, super, like, this is a terrible idea, what I'm about to do. I'm gonna head back to camp. I cannot overstate that I think this is terrible as an idea. But like, what if we brought Karlach? I'm just saying, it could be interesting, right? Okay, Will, two things I need from you. First of all, I need your bag. Second of all, I need these in here. Third of all, wait, my 2 things have turned into many things. Anyway, third of all, I need you to chuck that there. Chuck that there. Yeah, I need to figure out what I'm doing that. Send it to camp. And then get out my party.
A long road ahead. What's on your mind?
Stay.
I question the wisdom of that decision.
Stay.
I'll be here.
Okay. Next up, we're going to go over here. And we're going to speak to Karlach.
What's on your mind?
I'm going to bring you to kill Gortash.
Hell yes.
Okay, glad you're into it. Oh, I never actually gave her a long strider. Whatever, she doesn't need long strider. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the bag. Yeah, the bag. The bag. This one? That one.
I'd love to,
okay.
Thanks.
That is the right bag, right? Yeah. Okay, that can go there. And then why don't you chuck... Oh, wait, why don't you chuck like half of these to her? Cool. We'll sort out all of the bags and things later as well. They've been supremely ruined by me just randomly adding things to them. Right. Is that all set up? So you're set up.
Nature's servant
You're set up. You're set up. Okay. Well, this will be the combat that I was talking about, I guess, potentially. I don't know if he's going to fight us. But I think there's a chance that he might try and kill us. Okay. Let's do a quick save. Oh.
Hell's not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all 3 stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
That's a weird thing. Micromorden Force Curtain. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's let myself into the audience chamber. Let's go.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Mizora?
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Okay. Like, what's she doing here? Anyone else I need to look around for? No? Okay, there's lots of bodyguards for people. And attendants. Okay, well, let's go to the audience hall. Oh, this can only end badly. Yeah, this can only end badly. Well, here we are.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Oh, okay. We might need Gortash alive to save the city. Oh, I don't even know. Lead the charge. Gortash dies today. That is a bold move. I think we go with Will is right. If we attack Gortash and Ravengard falls too.
Fine. I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colorful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry.
Oh.
The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Why is the crown failing?
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone.
What are
Once
its
it is
current
freed
orders?
from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
What kind of understanding do you suggest?
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
Uh-huh, what are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Okay. You want me to believe that you mean no harm to the city?
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Examine Gortash's body language and expressions. Can you trust him? Well, we might as well do that, because I don't think it leads anywhere else. It's just extra. Okay. Ring of Truthfulness. I forgot we had that. Okay. That's cool. Let's add a little guidance to that. So we basically pass if we don't roll 2 ones. Okay. Well, there's a critical success.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
That's interesting. As allies, it seems none of you can be trusted. You, Orin, Ketheric. I'll defeat Orin and we shall be allies. You have my oath. To hells with your pact, or I'll think about it. No promises. 3 is very non-committal, and it's kind of where I'm feeling right now. I'll think about it, no promises.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hells?
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
Huh. There's an imposter in our camp. Interesting. Interesting. I'm running through who it could be. Alright, have we got any, like, obvious passes? Like, anyone who is not an imposter in our camp? I think it's fairly safe to say that Shadowheart is probably not an imposter. Because she is, like, she's gone through, like, a lot of changes. And that would seem like a very odd thing for someone who's just trying to blend in to do. Probably not Astarion. Although it would explain why he doesn't burn in the sun. But then he wouldn't be so obsessed with Cazador. Probably not Lae'zel. For the same kind of reason. Yeah, so it's not Lae'zel. It could be that small child we took in, or the cat. Could be the dog, but unlikely. Probably not the owlbear. Jaheira? There's a chance it could be Jaheira, right? I'm thinking about it. Jaheira could easily have been replaced at some point. She wasn't with us the entire... Well, I mean, she was with us when we jumped down into the pits, but she might have not been with us the entire time. It could definitely be Isabel or the Night Song. Halsin? It could be, but, like, he's not really doing anything. Yeah, Karlach? Again, it seems unlikely. I don't know. That's it. It's got me thinking. Alright, well, we really need to go to camp and find out. You, Orin, Kethrak the Brain, what was your plan?
First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God.
And so begins your tyranny.
Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault.
Where in the Nine Hells did you get a powerful artifact like the crown? Well, from Mephistopheles, but okay.
Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. I've heard enough. Am I free to go?
Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
All right.
Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same? by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
I'm gonna say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Okay. Coronation of the Dreadmaster. That was inspiration for us. Okay, is that the only one we got? Also, Karlach wants to speak to us about not killing him. Okay, what was that for then? Where are we? Coronation of the Dreadmaster. Meet Gortash and witness his coronation. Okay, cool. We've done a lot of inspiration for Sage. That's pretty cool. Right, hello.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
Well, frankly, I'm impressed. He wormed his way into the most powerful position in Baldur's Gate.
He only managed it by tadpoling Duke Ravengard. Gortash doesn't play fair. If he did, he wouldn't have been able to skip to the top like this. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
People are mostly fools.
Hard to explain it any other way. Then again, I guess they just want to feel safe by any means necessary. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
What was interesting is that it said Gortash was not lying, right? Also, who is this guy? He is standing very close to our squad. But yeah, it said that Gortash was not lying about wanting to rule with us. But at the same time, like, if he had control of the Elder Brain again, could he not just, like, illithid us and then we're done? No, because we have the prism. But he did say we won't have it forever. Interesting. Anyway, I'm also going to summon Scratch now, because I can. Hey, dog. Well, let's speak to some of these people who are standing really close.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Hello.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Okay. Also going to do a quick save here while we do it. Oh, Portier. Any who...
Pardon me for saying that.
It just said Portier.
But do the people require such a heavy hand?
The people demand.
Yeah, this guy.
Is a Baldurian truly free when he fears for his future?
Ooh. Now we know this name because he was the one who was getting some Flaming Fist stuff happening with him. Or at least somebody with the same last name. Anyway, I want to listen to this.
The Flaming Fist stand ready, with Gortash at the head. They can't fail.
Ravengard, you would give up the Fist's command?
The Watch and the Fist must unite under one authority. Gortash is uniquely qualified for the endeavor. Under Gortash, the two will conquer the cult army and preserve our city and our heritage.
Okay. Hello.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
I'm wondering whether it's maybe his child who's made the deal, or maybe he made a deal for his child. Anyway.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Okay. Hello.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
Okay.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
Hello.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
Okay. Quick save. Just in case we accidentally trigger something.
Enemies within?
That's only if we want to confront him, apparently. But let's speak to him again.
Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
Well, that's it. That's all you have to say to me.
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Okay, and again?
Watch can't protect us.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone, and do not return.
Yeah. Whatever. Right, hello.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn.
By the gods, what have they made of the city's great hero?
What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
Ignore Ravengard's hesitation?
Have we finished then?
Yes. We're not going to use our tadpole powers. We don't do that here.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Okay. Could it be true? Duke Stelmane allied with the Emperor?
Mind Flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a Mind Flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Okay. That was just another thing that we had to talk to him about. But alright. And now I think everybody here is like, yeah, just people. Alright, well, we'll get to them in a bit. Before we get to them, let's do a little quick save, and it's time to go back to camp and find out who is the imposter among us. Now, how do I do this? Do I have to, like, interrogate them at camp? How do I interrogate them? Do I just pick someone and start? Like, you? Hello?
Copper for your thoughts.
He did just tell us there was somebody in our camp who was against us, right? He quite clearly just told us there was an imposter in our camp. He used those exact words.
Yes?
Huh. So do we just need to work out who it is somehow? I don't know, maybe we have to rest? Okay, if we have to rest, then I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll do that later. I guess. He was very much like, you know, there's someone in your camp to worry about, though. Anyway, whatever. Right, get out my party.
Still breathing.
Hello.
Despite everything.
What's on your mind?
Stay.
Really?
Yep. Okay, let's go get Gale again. There we go. I might speak to these two, actually, in a second. Or Withers.
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. We might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess.
Agreed. Okay. So how would we confirm? Hello, Withers.
Fate spins along as it should.
Are you the imposter?
Dost thou require a new ally?
No. Okay, that's fine. Halson?
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping into the nest. A dire threat, if Gortash indeed spoke the truth.
Okay. Everyone's like worried about it. Nobody's talking about who it could be.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Alright, hello.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Okay. Hello.
An imposter in our ranks. If this is true, it could be anyone. You, me... Well, not me, I know who I am. Perhaps we shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
Okay. Interesting. So people are talking about it, but it sounds like it's going to be an event that will happen later, potentially. Like, it will be revealed when it needs to be, kind of event.
Our camp houses an imposter then. Say nothing. Trust no one. Not even me.
Okay. Well, with that then, I guess we're going to leave. Sure. And then I guess we're going to explore the audience hall. Right, let's just pick a side and start exploring then. So anyone got anything here? Gortash... What was that? Gortash's blacklist? What's that? Okay. Let's read it. From the desk of Enver Gortash, I require a list of all patriarchs planning to absent themselves from my coronation. I request they be brought to my private offices at the earliest possible moment so I might see if they can be brought round to the new order of our city. They're tadpoling them. I see. Minutes of the most recent meeting of Baldur's Gate's Parliament appears. It includes a full roll call and a single proposal for consideration, including the naming of Gortash as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Resolved. The Parliament appears to declare its intention to name Lord Enver Gortash as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Resolved. Duke Alder Ravengard shall perform the investiture in Worm's Rock Fortress. Resolved. The Parliament appears and Council of Four shall be dissolved at the completion of the investiture. Oh. One abstained. Stelmane, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway. Hello.
I may speak only to my lord. Terribly sorry.
Alright then. Hello.
Good day to you.
Good day to you too. Hello.
Hail the Archduke. His safety is my duty.
Okay. Oh, you're just a random person. There is an upstairs to this. Okay. What is upstairs? Somewhere to shoot from. Okay. That's a combat place. Understand. Hello.
Finally, a leader worthy of this city.
Hello.
Thank the living gods. Gortash is here to protect us.
Okay. Hello.
An historic day. The city's first Archduke.
Fair enough. Hello.
Archduke? Quite something, don't you think? I dare say Baldur himself would approve.
You know what I think is probably interesting here, but I don't know enough about the original Baldur's Gate to tell you. I bet some of these last names match up with some of the nobles that you met in that game. I couldn't tell you which ones though, as I do not remember.
Times of strife produce the finest leaders. Archduke Gortash will be no exception.
Also, given that there are elves here, there's a high chance that there were simply just elves. Also, he is sitting in the floor. That was weird. Hello.
Absolute army won't stand a chance. Gortash will crush them like roaches under his boot.
Oh, lovely. What's through these double doors? Oh, way outside. Oh, okay. There's not really anything out there though, so I don't know why I'd want to do that. Hello.
He did it! He's really Archduke. So excited I could jump right out of my boots.
Is that something that people say? Kind of a weird phrase. Anyway, moving on. Hello, Fern Hollow.
How'd Gortash get to be Archduke anyway? I didn't vote for him.
Gortash. I do love the accent. Very good. Hello, class.
Greetings, citizen Fluffington. I trust you are enjoying...
I did not stop it. It cut out by itself, but yes, Fluffington. I forgot that was our name.
A city is only as mighty as its leader. Under Gortash, no army can breach our walls.
Fair enough. Hello.
Bring me a plate of the cold water.
A commoner made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
I love that out of all the reasons you could not want Gortash to be in charge, he's like, he's a commoner. Oh no.
Away, if you please. I am here at the service of Lady Birch.
Okay, hello.
What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year at most.
Oh, this is the anti-Gortash side. This is the side that's like, oh, he's a commoner. Ooh.
A good leader knows when to step aside. Ravengard did the right
Okay, if you say so. Hello, Bella.
Would you... Ravengard has spoken. Long live Archduke Gortash.
Yeah. Hello.
Bring it at once.
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone.
Oh, okay. Hey, lady.
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
Okay. Hello, Birch.
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
If you say so.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
And that is what's most important.
Why must you make
Okay.
everything such a bother?
Hello.
Ravengard freed from the Hells, Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed.
Hello. Alright. Quite the conversationalist we have there. Right, let's go down here. It didn't look like there were any like places that would actually matter up here. They're just well, honestly, just basically nothing up the top. Oh, hey Mizora. What's up?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Already? I thought Gortash would want to keep him around.
I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Oh. Well, goodbye. But she's going to be in our camp, huh? Okay, hello.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Kind of sounds like she wants to trade some information for like an extension on her contract, probably. Well, your father's involved, which means it's worth hearing her out.
Mazora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Alright. Cool. Let's speak to some of these people.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining. It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about.
You shouldn't trust them. They'll turn on all of you eventually.
You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
Okay. Hello.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
Okay. Hello.
Did you hear, kin? The Absolute is on the march, but don't you worry. Milady assures me the Steel Watch will hold the line. There'll be nary a scratch on our scales.
I love how all the Dragonborns we meet are all like, hey, kin. It's like, oh, hey, cousin that I haven't ever met. They're all so nice to us. It's nice to have, like, even though it's not really that impactful, to have a race, like, you know, mentioned in some way is kind of cool.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
He could.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants, as long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
Fair enough, fair enough. Anything happening over here? Oh, hello.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Okay, cool. Hello.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Oh. Well, I'll leave you to it then. I just want to speak to everybody. Like, somebody's got to have a quest. Like, somewhere, right? One of you guys got a quest for me? Like, how about you? You're another one of Lord Porter's attendants.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
What do you mean, just as well? Oh, he probably hasn't finished his work. I thought it was a slight on me, but it's actually him just saying, oops, I haven't done what I was meant to do. Okay, so what's on the other side here? I'm guessing I'm not allowed in? Oh, no, I'm allowed in to wherever it is. Well, what is it? It is... nothing? Oh, it's like... I don't know. Hello.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house.
fists only. Now clear off.
I'd like to trade with you.
Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist.
Well, what if I were to pay for, say, a trading license first? Little guidance on that. Hey, critical success.
A trading license? Right. Yes. I could provide you with one of those for the official fee.
Here's the gold.
Much appreciated. Take a look around.
Jaheira approves of this as well. Apparently everything I do, Jaheira's just like, yup, this is good. I'm in. Alright, so we'll get another arrow of dragon slaying. We have a lot of arrows of dragon slaying right now, despite having never really seen a dragon to fight. Is that what I paid all that money for? Was one arrow of dragon slaying? Are you kidding me? None of this is unique at all. I mean, it is the Flaming Fist headquarters. I mean, what did I expect? Right? Like, what were they going to be selling? I mean, at least she has money. I can sell things to her later, I guess. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you. Now bugger off.
Good, good. Right, hello, you.
That's what... It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
Okay. Hello.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Fair enough.
Are they going to arrest us?
Hey, there's also our teleport point. Hello.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
Hello.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
Yes, you memorize them.
What happened? And we'll be...
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Yeah, but can you tell me where you got that jacket? It's very snazzy. Right, hello, Calloway.
The Flaming Fist don't stand for trouble, so stay out of it, yeah?
Okay. Sure.
I don't care
A book. Val Cult Resurgence. Yeah, it's probably not important. Right, I think we've read it as well. Okay. Hello, Laris. Have I heard Laris before?
Best behavior around here. Understood?
Guess not. Hello.
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Okay, who's this? Oh, it's a Blaze. Blaze must be like their magic users.
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only.
Okay. But what if I was authorized? I don't think I'm authorized to be here. We'll come back. We'll come back. Hello.
Keep those feet moving.
That's not what your subtitle said. Anyway. With that, we have entered almost. Nobody to speak to. Alright, we've reached the thing. We have entered the camp because we need to speak to Mizora. Hey Mizora, what's up? Where are you? Where's she hiding? She got to be down here somewhere or something? I don't know. Near Will, maybe? Did she not say she would speak to us in camp? Or maybe she'll speak to us when we do a rest? Potentially. Potentially it's a rest thing. Or we need to move to the next area. Let's do a quick save. And then we will do a rest. Cool. Yeah. Oh, hello, Mizora.
sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
Just what are you up to?
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
What are you proposing?
A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Okay. Well, I love the top one. It's just like, wait, I know it's about his soul and everything, but will he still be able to do like pew pew warlock powers? Actually, that is a good question. I do want to ask that. What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
I mean, that's pretty good. I do love how it's just like, yeah, that probably wouldn't be allowed, but we need him to still have his powers for gameplay reasons, so let's do that. Okay. Give your soul so your father can live, break the pact, or let your father die, the city free, you can take his place. I think I'm on break the pact. Here's the thing, right? It's between 1 and 3, I think. I think 2 is just incorrect. Do the right thing, give your soul so your father can live. I mean, it's a little bit extreme, right? Especially as they have the concept that the soul, like, losing your soul is worse than dying. Like, on a straight 1-to-1 level, it's not even, right? So I don't think that one's the right thing. Save your father, the city will need him to help rebuild. I mean, maybe, yeah, but there are other people who could fulfill that. Let your father die with the city free, you can take his place. A little callous. And then 3, you deserve your freedom. I think that's the path we take. And also, we can assume, like all devils, she's probably lying to us in some way or not telling us the full truth. And if we have a look at this here, here's the bit where I was looking at it. Option 1, you pledge your soul to me in a pact eternal. Option 2, your father dies by his enemy's hand. But that is not guaranteed. I mean, it might be, right? This might literally be asking us this, but it's like that is what happens if you do not save him, and this is the way of saving him. But they haven't said like this is the only way of saving him. But it probably is. But I still think he should break the pact. Because I don't think that he should, you know, be eternally, like, slave to the devils. I think that seems bad.
You damned wretch. Father.
Shadowheart and Gale disapprove?
Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Okay. And what do you have to say about that, Will?
Gods. I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Huh. Well. You're your own man now, Will. It's better this way.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
What I will also say is that it's not his fault that his father has died, right? It's not like Mizora has killed his father. It's the Absolute and Gortash who are killing his father. He was merely offered the option: become a slave for eternity and your father will be saved, or don't, right? So it's not entirely a fair thing to say that Will did it. Anyway, your father's not dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Okay, what's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
Okay. Mizora?
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Well, you forced Will to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
Uh-huh. Well, I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power? I don't know. Apparently that's not a question I'm allowed to ask. I press the button and it goes away. Okay. You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
Okay. What can you tell me about the hells?
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Okay. I love how Will is just watching this the whole time. You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
Okay. I'm gonna quick save before this one. I'm gonna go for number 2. If you're gonna be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Okay, cool. We have another ally, I guess? Everyone keeps telling me I made the wrong choice with Will. Everyone we speak to is like, I'm not so sure about that Will choice, but like, I don't know. Like, from my point of view, the question was framed incorrectly. The question was framed that Will was killing his father. That is not the case. Will's father is, like, if Will did nothing, his father would die. That was the case. Will had the choice of saving his father in exchange for himself being eternally a slave, but I don't think that's really a fair choice. I don't know. Probably one of these trolley problems. Like, if he was already the slave, right? That he was already an eternal slave, and then he got the choice of, like, breaking his pact or his father just drops dead mysteriously, then that would be him killing his father, rather than his father dying. It is the trolley problem. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.